Your WordPress event calendar doesn't have to look like it's a year 2010. Also, your single event page doesn't have to look outdated like the one you see here. Instead, all this should look modern and sleek, and what's even better, you should be able to register or book your tickets with a couple of clicks. In order to do so, go to the Modern Events Calendar website. The link to it is in a video description. There is a free version and pro version. Free version is really generous and allows you to do all sorts of stuff. But if you would like to accomplish even more, then pro version is a way to go. So the main feature of the plugin is that you can set up events without a hassle. You can customize it as you like, and you have 50 plus event display layouts. If you need a booking or ticketing options, then this plugin has you covered. You can connect your calendar with various payment gateways, and you can also connect it with WooCommerce. So all the payment gateways you have installed for your WooCommerce, you can use it with this plugin. What I especially like, it's an easy to use interface. Later we're gonna take a look at it. So who is this plugin for? Basically, if you need to plan or manage some sorts of events, even for restaurants or music groups or churches, maybe even webinars, then this is for you. There are a bunch of different views and layouts for you. For example, if you would like to see what is a list view modern, then click on a link and you can preview it. And the same goes with a single event view, bunch of cool layouts for you. Layouts are responsive and look cool on the mobile devices. And if you're using the booking module, then you can sell tickets with the QR codes. Also, if you would like to give your guest the option to pick their spot in a venue, then there is a seat reservation add-on and all other cool stuff here. The plugin integrates well with the WooCommerce, Google Calendar, Facebook, PayPal, Stripe, MailChimp, Elementor. And if you're using any other events calendar plugin, then there is a migration tool that allows you to migrate your information from those plugins. Now you probably want to know how much does it cost. As I said, there is a free version which allows you to create single and multi-day events, recurring and repeating events. You can use monthly, weekly, day or image view. There is a list, grid, slider and carousel view, search and filtering options, and you can use essential support. But pro version is the one I have been talking about for the last couple of minutes. It's a $79 per year for one site. This is the official price, but now here's the secret. If you take a look at the description of this video, then there is a nice 15% discount coupon for you. Just follow the link and you're good to go. There is also another way. For example, if you download a free version and use a free version, then take a look at the add-ons you see on the screen right now. And you'll see that it contains a bunch of cool add-ons which are separated by the category. Page builder, add-ons, for online events. Maybe you would like to add a Zoom integration, then just purchase a add-on, install it, and you're good to go. Or if you need a ticketing system or WooCommerce integration, once again you can purchase them separately. So take a look at the add-ons and you'll see what is what over there. But if you scroll down, then take a look at this part here. Those are the add-ons that are included in the Modern Events Calendar Pro version. So you don't have to purchase them separately if you already purchased a Pro add-on. The prices you see on the screen, those are the official prices. But if you take a look at the description of this video, then there is a nice 15% discount coupon for you. Just follow the link and you'll get the discount. Now when this is out of the way, let's install the plugin and let's see what can we do with it. So I'm going to go to the plugins, add new, and in this video I'm going to show you the Pro version. I'm going to install it, activate it, and now there is a setup wizard here. There is a getting started video you can take a look at. You can import dummy events to see how they are set up. If you're first time doing the setup, then I would suggest you to import it, because if needed you can take a look what are the settings for the different event types. And if needed you can also delete them later. Now I'm going to open up settings. My weekdays are from Monday to Friday and weekends are Saturday and Sunday. My archive page title is events. You can change it as you like. Archive page skin full calendar. You can change it also later. You can change the slug and change the single event style. I'm going to leave it as it is right now. Next, whether to display the countdown module on the event page, whether it's plain style or flip style. I like the plain style more. Next, whether to enable the speakers feature. It's useful if you have more than one presenter or speaker. So I'm gonna enable it. Everywhere there are nice tooltips you can use. And if you press on the read more button, you will be taken to the documentation site. I'm gonna enable the booking module. Date selection is a calendar. Registration enabled. Whether I would like to auto verification to be enabled, I'm gonna do it for the paid bookings, and auto confirmation for the paid bookings. I can choose the color scheme. I'm gonna skip it for a moment, and it's done. Now there are some announcements. You can disable them, and this is your dashboard. Displays the total bookings, change log, upcoming events, and so on. Later, if you would like to change the settings, then just open up this menu here, and you can customize basically everything here. And now let's start with a quick glance at the settings. There are a bunch of those here. I'm not gonna go over everything, but just the most important ones. For example, date picker format. I like this more. You can change whether to hide events, whether on event start or after the start or event end. Let's save it. Here you can change the layout for the archive pages by using the view and the skin. You can change the currency and currency position. If you would like to enable the front-end event submission, then take a look at this submenu here and set the access levels. Pay attention that the events list page should contain this shortcode here, and add edit events page should contain this shortcode here. If you would like to use the search bar, then use this shortcode, and you can customize the fields here. Here are the email settings you can use: sender name, email, and recipient's method. Those are the integrations you can use. Pay attention that there are a bunch of add-ons you can purchase separately. For example, if you would like to use an Elementor shortcode builder, then you can purchase it here. Also, if you would like to use a WooCommerce integration, then you can purchase this add-on here. Under the single event page, you can change the settings for this one here. I like the date format to be this one, for example. Once again, single event style, booking style, whether to activate the time short per event, event cost type, and so on. If you're going to use the sidebar style, then enable the sticky sidebar, save it, and let's see what else we can do here. We can add custom fields to the event data, for example, text field, email field, URL field, and if you have added them, you can also delete them here. Change the style of the countdown, whether to display the exceptional days. Yes, I'm gonna do that. You can add additional organizers, you can add locations, you can display related events. I'm not gonna do that. Display next previous events. Once again, I'm not gonna do that. You can choose what to display on the sidebar. For example, if I don't need the QR code or Google Map to be displayed over there, then I can just deactivate those. Whether to activate the frequently asked questions module, yes, I'm gonna do that. You can enable event banner if needed. Since I'm gonna use the featured image, I'm not gonna do that. If you're using trailers, then you can activate this one here. Whether you would like to add the ability to edit some event information per occurrence, once again, activate or deactivate. And if you would like to create the page that is displayed only for booked users, then there are the shortcodes you can use. So let's save it and let's take a look at the booking here. Date format, once again, dates, cancellation period, whether to allow the user registration, thank you page if needed, simplify the booking form if possible, all sorts of booking elements you can enable or disable. If you need to use a shortcode, then there it is, you can display it on separate page if needed. You can add coupons, set up the taxes. You can enable ticket variation module. And what will it do? Ticket variation option helps the event planner to add, for example, a t-shirt, book or drink or anything else beside the ticket which you would like to sell for this particular event. For example, let's add a variation, book, give it a price, 10 for example, add more, or if needed then you can remove it. Also you can enable whether the variations are calculated per ticket. You can customize your booking form. Maybe you would like to ask any other details, then just add the field and you're good to go. Upload field, what file types you would like to allow. Use the card system. It says if you don't want to use a WooCommerce card, then you can use this one here. Payment gateways, you can use WooCommerce as a payment system. Yes, I'm gonna do that. What should I do after adding to the cart? I'm going to redirect to the cart and I'm going to disable the booking form. Since I use only card payments, I'm going to automatically complete WooCommerce orders after the purchase. If you're using some other payment gateways, for example, pay on arrival, then maybe you should consider disabling it. Let's save it and let's take a look at the modules you can activate or deactivate. Those are the ones here. Notifications, you can customize every notification and choose whether to enable or disable them. Booking confirmation, rejections, reminder, event sold out, and so on. Those are the styling options here. Custom CSS. You can change the labels for taxonomies, weekdays, booking form, and so on. And you can import and export your options if you're using this plugin on multiple websites. Now let's take a quick glance at the events. As you remember, during the setup I imported some dummy events. Those are here. For example, if I would like to set up daily event that repeats after 3 days and I don't know how to set it up, then this is useful here. I can open it up and see how does it look like, and I can use the same settings here. But let's create one event by myself. I'm gonna give it the title Frog Fighters Concert. I'm gonna separate with this color here. It's gonna start on July 30, ends also on the same day. It's gonna start at 7 p.m. and lasts until 9 p.m. Next, whether to display or hide the location. I'm going to add a location. Location name is Tallinn City Hall. I can add the latitude or longitude. I'm not going to do that at the moment. Whether to add the organizer, if needed, you can do that. I'm not going to do it at the moment. Categories. I'm going to add a new category, live concerts. Next, I'm going to add a description. Set up the featured image. This is my Frog Fighters banner here. And done. Let's view the event. And there it is. As you saw, it took me only half a minute. If I would like to change the details, then I can edit it here. Or go to all events and edit it here. What else can we do here? As you see, dozens of options. Also booking options. So let's customize it a bit. Let's set up the event repeating. That means it repeats weekly and it ends after 5 times. So basically every week for 5 weeks this event repeats. If needed, I can exclude certain dates. For example, this week it works, but next week it's gonna be cancelled. Then just choose a date and add it here. You can add a schedule here, for example, concert schedule. And now let's add a schedule, open gates, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. opening act. And from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Frog Fighters. Easy peasy, isn't it? Next, let's take a look at the location and venue info. This is this one here. Also, you can customize it here. Some links, maybe link to the band web page. Organizer info. Also, you can customize it here. Cost, €100. You can set up the SEO schema and add some frequently asked questions. For example, are the weapons allowed? No. Next one. Can I use drugs during the concert? No. Now when this is done, let's update and see how does it look like. So, those are the frequently asked questions here. This is a cost we added. This is the countdown. This is a schedule I added. And done. Now let's add the booking options here. This one. So, total booking limit. The venue is for 500 people, so let's set it up here. Minimum ticket per booking is 1. Now let's add some tickets. VIP ticket for €150. I can add a description or private description. There goes the price itself, price label, and there are only 100 VIP tickets available. I can also add the price per date, for example, from today until tomorrow. The price is €140 and add the label here. Now I'm gonna add another ticket. This is a regular ticket for €100. Once again, price, label, available tickets for 100. Whether to inherit the ticket variation from global options or you can add your own variations here. I'm not gonna do that. Also the booking form, whether to inherit from the global options or you can customize by deactivating this one here. If there are any bookings for this event, you can see the list down below here. Okay, so let's update, view the event. There it is. I'm gonna add to cart 1 VIP and 2 regular seats. Add to cart. As you see, I'm redirected to the WooCommerce cart page. I can proceed to checkout, place the order, and done. If I take a look at the bookings on the dashboard, I see what has been done here is confirmed and verified. I can see the attendee information here, change the status, and if I open up the event itself, then under the bookings, I can also see this information here. Awesome, isn't it? Now a couple of other things I would like to show you. And first of those is how to change the skin or layout for this one here. So go to the settings, single event page, style, modern, for example, save changes, refresh, and now it looks like this one here. Now I'm gonna go to the appearance and widgets, and as you see there is a single sidebar for the event, so I can add whatever I want. Sidebar items, for example, update, refresh, and boom, done. I can add whatever I want in this sidebar. This is currently my archive page. I can change also the layout for this one here. Currently it's a list view. Users can change it here. But I can also set it here. Category page skin instead of list view. Calendar monthly view. Modern. Save changes. And it's done. Next one. Take a look at the shortcodes here. No shortcodes found. If you open up the wizard, then you can import dummy shortcodes. Let's do that. Let's close it down. And now let's see what happens here. There are a bunch of shortcodes you can use on your site. For example, let's open up the weekly view. You can set up how does a weekly view looks like. Style, start date, all sorts of information, labels, whether to activate or deactivate location, category, and so on. And if you're going to use this shortcode here and add it to the page, let's test it. There you go, weekly view. Now you may ask, why is this useful? Basically, this is really useful if you would like to create your own versions of the layouts. What I usually tend to do, I'm gonna import the dummy shortcodes and modify the one I would like to use. For example, this agenda view, I'm gonna modify it as I need. For example, I'd want to display the labels or reset button. I'm gonna update, grab the shortcode, add it to the page, view the page, and there it is. Let's delete this one here, and now let's take a look at the blocks you can use. As you see, there are 15 blocks you can use, and they basically act as the shortcodes over there. Add this full calendar here, and there is nothing else to do. The same way you can add whatever you would like to add here. As you probably have noticed, this all is really easy to use, intuitive, and if you're a beginner, then I'm pretty sure it's intuitive even for you. Now all this is nice and dandy, but if you're building your site in the staging area and you would like to migrate it to the live server, then I have made a thorough tutorial on how to do that. Take a look at the screen, there is a video I would suggest you see next. Meanwhile, take care.